Good morning, beloveds. Love and immunity. Coming to you guys again today with consciousness, the root to all creation. A lot of us don't understand that the blood is pure consciousness. The blood is the history of all living beings, whether we want to believe this or not. The cell comes in its image, and then to show that image of the creator, which is the cell, it forms itself into a body to tell its own story. And then we have a DNA of every living thing. You can get the DNA from me. You can get the DNA from a tree. You can get the DNA from anything living by its substance. And for us being the human beings, our substance is blood. A lot of us don't realize that we are conscious beings because of our blood. Each and every one of us, the bloodline of consciousness itself. Each and every one of us born in the image of this consciousness that can form itself into the living. So as far as us, the living is seeing our reality. That's what we create with our consciousness. We create reality. We create worlds. We create consciousness to do whatever we ask of it. And at this point, our consciousness has been creating outside of our own awareness. A lot of us are unaware that we are this consciousness. And to make this consciousness change and do what it is supposed to do with us, beloveds, we have to come together as one living consciousness, one mind, controlling this one body that each and every one of us has been born into as the consciousness of this body. At this present moment, we have our consciousness, our DNA as race, culture, religion, all these entities, what some call demon, what some call angels, what some call spirits, what some call energy. But at this present time, our consciousness is not abiding in us. It is abiding in everything outside of us. So every time we give our consciousness over to the government, every time we give our consciousness over to the churches, every time we give our consciousness over to the schools, every time we give our consciousness over to anything outside of us, that is where our power lives. But none of us being wise enough to understand this, because we just don't teach each other about being the cell or the consciousness of life. We teach each other about being the body, which is the creation, not the creator. We have been taught to learn how to use our consciousness outside of its own creator, which is you and I, the consciousness of life. So at this present moment, we are creating as unconscious beings, and we don't have power over our own minds.